making their way within the slum.
Most of them are kids. Government has no control.
Like a safe space for the kids.
What gives us motivation?
Hi, I'm John Henry, a geographer and photojournalist. Every week I'll be bringing you a glimpse into the places and people changing lives. I will be traveling, researching, writing, and filmmaking to examine what it is that motivates us to change our world for the better. This is Geography of Altruism. Episode 1, Nairobi. I've been trying to wrap my head around Nairobi for some time. Not the whole city really, but the slums. Kibera, for instance, is the third largest slum in the world. Population estimates are in the range of 1 million people. Kahawa Soweto is a small slum in the north of Nairobi, Kenya. Soweto, a word for slum, is borrowed by the Kenyans from South Africa. Kenya, a diverse country, is home to 68 languages. Swahili and English are both widely spoken. As much as 72% of Kenya's population lives in rural areas, and much of its population are pastoral. More than 250,000 young Kenyans a year moved to urban areas in the last decade, which in part explains the rapid growth of Nairobi, and subsequently informal housing, or Sowetos, as we now know them. The Sowetos, then, are a product of a changing, more urbanized country. Slums are a place of aspirations, of young dreamers leaving the country in pursuit of not only a job, but an education. A recent study by the Federation of Kenya Employers found overall unemployment in Kenya at 12.7%, while a youth demographic of 15 to 34-year-olds, unemployment is 67%. What opportunities exist for this young generation of Kenyans? I recently called Lawrence and Joshua, two volunteers at the Soweto Youth Initiative, a small nonprofit serving this community in northern Nairobi, to find out more. This is the story of hope for the youth of Kenya's slums. Thanks so much for taking this opportunity. I'm excited to learn more about your organization.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. My name is Lawrence. He's Joshua.
Our Soweto is one of the smallest because the other Sowetos are big slums. This is smaller. It's not like another big Soweto where we have Kibera. Because Kibera is everywhere. Kibera is in the CNN. But here, it's not in the limelight.
Not in the
We are
limelight.
trying to shine it. The community we serve is about 20,000 people. 20,000 people, yeah.
Oh, 20.
And most of them are the kids. A big percentage is the kids.
I'm wondering if you can give me a little bit of insight into why it's so many kids.
If you look at the median age in Kenya, it's about 13 and 14 years as we speak now. There is a lot of birth rate in Kenya and generally in Africa. One of the issues is that the government has no control. There is no control on birth. The government is trying to introduce family planning methods to the people. But I think they have not been accepted by the people because of maybe cultural beliefs. And that is one of the things that are contributed to the problems we are trying to solve.
Soweto Youth Initiative began in 1999, and we began as a scout movement. So most of the volunteer members in Soweto Youth Initiative have been brought up from the scout movement. Around 2010, the kids that were in the scout movement, they had a little bit grown up. Some wanted to have an opportunity maybe to do job because the rate of employment is really low. We are experiencing a lot of drug abuse and also child neglection. Child abuse cases are high. Rape also is very high. And so we came up together now so that we could be able to address some of the challenges that we are experiencing as a community. I can say that the Scout really shaped our ideologies. It provides a source of responsibility and also a source of unity.
In the United States here, we have an organization called the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, sure. It's a similar program.
Or was there a moment Lawrence, that you knew that you wanted to get involved?
You find that most of the members or most of the kids that came out from the Scout movement, most of them maybe ended up in drug addiction.
Wow.
Most of them ended up in crime.
Okay.
Most of them they ended up in early pregnancies, and most of them also they ended up maybe committing suicide and many other things. The motivation behind it was to be able to address the challenges that we are experiencing, because you find most of them maybe they were suicidal because they don't have job. Most of them they are in drug addiction also because maybe they have lost hope in life. So we just came up together so that we can be able to create a group to be able to take care of the members that were under the Scout movement. We find that the same issues that we are experiencing or the same issues that we are running away from is the same issues that the community is experiencing. And the community are our brothers and also generally our family members. And that's why now we majorly now focused on helping address hunger. We focused on helping our kids to have sustainable education. And also we focused in helping sure that we are able to give these kids like a good life where they can be able to enjoy, they can be able to interact, they can be able to learn. And therefore, as our organization or in our center, it's just like a safe space for the kids. So anytime when the kids are not in school, we have almost like 1,000 kids within our organization. We invite them to come to learn. They can be able to play because we feel that they are safe when they are in our hands rather than making their ways within the slum, which is dangerous. And that is why now we began the initiative.
It sounds like you're giving kids an opportunity to feel safe, to feel welcome.
It is a strong desire from within us to provide hope to the children. There is a lot of stories of success that has come out since we started. We have helped more than 600 children to school who would otherwise not be going to school.
What are some of those kids doing now who've been able to go to school?
The teachers who are helping or who are tutoring in the program, they are some of the people who have come out from our program. They were able to benefit from our program, and now they have come back to be able to help and also to assist other people.
Full circle, they're teachers.
One thing about us is that we are doing this out of passion. One of the things that touches us most is that this is the community we grew up in. This is the community many of us were born. This is a community we want to change. We want to leave it better than we found it. This is what gives us motivation. What makes us so happy about. Yeah. And that's why we came out and said we are going to give back. We are going to support this initiative. We are going to start this because we want to leave this place better, and that is our satisfaction.
Thank you for joining me on this episode of Geography of Altruism. This interview for me was eye-opening in that I learned about how people like Lawrence and Joshua are giving youth in Kenya's slums hope through not just education, but through pure joy by having a safe place to go gather, to get away from the world, and to connect with friends. And this, I think, is an important takeaway. If this story has value to you, if you connect with the people, if you connect with the issues, do me a favor and hit the like button on this video or subscribe to my channel, or both. They both help other people like you find this information, to learn about our world, and to connect with other organizations and people doing good work. So until next time, safe journeys. Thank you.